Greetings folks, and welcome to another episode of me playing Space Engineers. So last episode we finished gathering all the resources we need to build a new ship, which is exactly what we're going to do now. First things first, build a power block. Why? Because that stops your stuff from despawning. You don't have long to get it done. Okay, almost there. We'll set it to a station, just temporarily, because we convert it back to a ship afterwards, after we've completed the build. It just stops accidents from happening, basically. But if we knock it, at the moment when it's not set as a station, bad things can happen. So we go K, info, convert to station. There we go. Now it can't be moved. See, we can slam it in the face and it doesn't move. Right, so that's one battery completed. Now we realistically need to build a grid of some kind. Okay, how do we want to build this? Who knows? We'll just build and see what happens. We'll fill out as much of this as we can. We're probably going to run out of iron pretty quickly, but then again, meh. Right, okay. Probably want to build it a bit more this way. There we go. And then build it out this way a bit as well. Yeah, it's bigger than it needs to be, but who cares? Or probably bigger than it. Well, no, actually, it's definitely not bigger than it needs to be. We probably actually need to build it a bit bigger. Now, it's going to have a limited number of thrusters. Oh, that's not right. G-list. Character tools. There we go. No, not that one. That one. There we go. Now you don't have to do a battery first. You can do a solar panel. I just did it this way because. But a solar panel will have the same effect as long as the grid's got power going through it, and as long as the solar panel's got sunlight going to it, it's fine. It's only got one tiny bit of power in it, but pretty much all you need anyway. We're going to bring this out a little bit more this way. There we go. So you can kind of see where the front of the ship is and where the back of the ship's going to be. Now, whilst I want to get a big old refinery on there, I don't think we've got the resources to do it just yet. We're going to have to do some more mining and collection and stuff. So we're probably just going to move bits across for the moment. I know we've got a huge inventory, we've got a huge amount of stuff as well. And you're probably wondering how we're going to do that. We're going to build an entirely new cargo container. Yeah, that's 88 steel plates. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to have to mine up some more iron, but that's fine. That is completely fine. Right, anyway, interior plates. Okay, G-list, conveyor and cargo blocks, small cargo container. We will build more than one battery, obviously. Slap this somewhere around about the middle, I guess. That'll work. So yeah, even if the server decides to go, oh, we're going to restart now, it really doesn't matter because this is classified as a station and it's got power. Okay, drop that in there. Yeah, we've still got plenty enough power cells to build another battery because it's only 80 and we've got more than that. Right, what else do we need? Oh, construction components, computers, displays. Certain we had some more metal grids. Doesn't matter, we've got the resources we need to make metal grids now, so it's kind of irrelevant. Production. We'll only build 10 because we only need 10. Hopefully we've got enough iron still. I think we have. Okay, small steel plates. Sorry, no, metal grids, small steel tubes and motors. Right. Okay, drop those back in there. Right, so we need motors. Gonna have to put some more of those. Small steel tubes. Grids. Oh no, we've got everything we needed. Perfect. Okay. Right, we're just gonna hit up our power and our O2 again. Because we're going to do the dodgy part now. We're going to move across the bits that we need to stay alive. Okay, power's back up. Okay, right. K-list. Inventory. Oh, out. Control panel. Toggle it off because we don't need it on. Move all the ice over so that it doesn't suck it back in because it's turned off now. If we make mistakes along the way, it's totally fine because we can move stuff around. Okay, how are we going to do this? Okay, don't have enough time to mess about with it though. Production blocks, H2O2 generator. Oh, cupboard, really? Okay, that'll probably work. Yeah, this should be fine. This should be totally fine. Okay, get this rebuilt. This is only the most basic frameworks I've got going on here. Okay, so what next? We've taken out the O2 generator, so we are completely fooped if we don't get this done in time. I didn't swear. Okay, what next? What next? Probably want to get our survival kit moved over, realistically. Okay, perfect. Because obviously we've got power. That O2 generator is not going to be doing anything at the moment. Okay, survival kit there. that's that done. Don't worry, this will actually look better than it appears right now, once it's completed. Right, we need to go inventory, control panel, basic refinery, toggle that block off, back to inventory, move all of this stuff. We might have to do a couple of runs. Basic assembler has stuff in it. That's totally fine though. Okay, silicon. Yeah, this is going to take a couple of runs. Thinking about it, we probably want to move the other cargo container across first, but you know, push for time, so we're just going the quick and easy route. Well, not push for time, I just want to get this done, you know, so that we can carry on our merry little adventure. Cool. Magnesium, cobalt. Right, so that's the basic refinery emptied, so we can get that moved over. Hopefully the ice has already been transferred over and in. I hope we didn't lose the ice. I know I moved it. Inventory. No, we haven't moved the ice yet. Okay, that's going to be in the cargo container still then. That's totally cool. Inventory. Okay, ice, ice. There you go. Ice, ice, baby. Vanilla Ice. I've got a feeling that most of my audience won't remember that guy. In fact, I know that most of you are probably too young to remember that guy. Okay, more ice. And more ice. And yeah, we might as well start moving some other components over as well. Oh, excellent. We can store those in there. Superb. Right, refinery. Move the refinery across next. Okay, so we go G-list, basic refinery. That'll work. Perfect. There is a reason we've done it this way. It would be very simple for us to run a connector out this way or a conveyor with a connector, and then we can attach a small mining drone to the back end of the ship here. Because a mining drone, legitimately, it only needs to be, if it's a mining drone, it only needs to be able to connect to the refinery rather than into the main conveyor system. Yeah, it's just a method of like being very cheap. Huh. Oh, okay, I get it. We're just totally out of inventory space. We do have to shut that refinery down though, because it's going to burn what little power this battery has. Okay, control panel off. Once we've got solar panels on it, we can commence refining again. So yeah, you know, we've just got to be a bit clever about how and what we're doing. Right. Oh crikey, power cells. Probably ought to build a second battery, but that can wait. It's fine. There's much more important things to do. We've got power, even if it is only a tiny amount. Just check and make sure all of this works. Yes, it does. Excellent. We can recharge our power very quickly. Well, not very quickly, but you know, options there. Yeah, we are literally just going to tear this ship's batteries out and just screw the power cells, scrap metal. I know, it's pretty brutal, and most players would be like, what are you doing? Merge blocks! Yeah, nah, screw that crap. I literally cannot be bothered with that. Didn't spend nearly 2 hours of my time grabbing all of this stuff to then go messing around with merge blocks. No way. Yep. No, we can't grab any more than that. Okay. We are incredibly vulnerable at the moment, so I am keeping my. I should have my gun. I'm going to grab my gun, just in case. Okay. Seriously, not messing around. Oh crap! Do not shoot. Okay. Those, that, those. Yeah, it's moving across the power cells and the solar cells. That stuff is just, it takes up a lot of room. Yep, more power cells. One solar cell. I love it. Okay, once we've got this across, we can then move our other cargo container, which will dramatically increase the amount of cargo space we have available to us. Because we'll have gone from 15 to, well, 30,000, sorry, litres of potential cargo space. It's good for us. Well, it'll be 31,000 litres of total cargo space. Well, a little bit over. Okay, platinum goes in. I think we've got enough room to move everything across. Pretty sure we have. Okay. Yep. What is that? How far away is it? Okay, no, not bothering with that. Huh? Oh, silly me. Right, one more run and we should have everything across. I really hope we don't. We haven't miscalculated this and we actually do have enough cargo space. I'm pretty sure we do, so we should be. It should be fine. Okay, nickel. Yep, it was really close though. Okay, do we want to take the hydrogen engine out? Cargo container first, because I'm not even decided on whether we're going to be using a hydrogen engine on our next ship. Ooh, it's floating free. It's floating free. Okay. We're going to have to disassemble it. That's totally cool. Damn it, we needed to build another cargo container. Ugh. That's a whole lot of stupid. Okay. Before this thing floats away. Cool. Okay, now what else did we want to build? Well, we want an assembler, basic assembler at the very least. So, all blocks. Oh, hang on, 2 seconds. I've just got to go and turn something off. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Right. Where was I? Oh yeah, that's right. Assembler. Basic assembler. So we go 8. Yep, just like that. Cool, we just need some displays. We're still able to pack more stuff in there, that's so impressive. We do need to do another cargo container though. Okay, grab this bit out. This just enables us to quickly finish off that assembler. We should have built that second cargo box straight away. Now we've got to go rummaging for parts. And oh my god, did I really just do that? I guess I did. Oh, hang on, no. We can pick those bits up. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, small steel tubes. Yep, thank you. Yep, thank you, and you, and you. Excellent. Now that's got a little bit of cargo space in it, so we can actually drop the rest of these parts off now because we have the room. Okay, interior plates, motors, displays, computers, computers, construction components. There we go, that should be most of what we need. Let's get you back down onto there. Yeah, that way up there. I shouldn't be worried about that kind of thing. Okay, grids and tubes. Okay, grids, tubes. Okay, excellent, 2 cargo containers. Right, what next? Okay, so we've got life support, construction, storage, refining, power. We will need to build more power. Gyro. Actually, command seat first. This way we actually have some idea of exactly how screwed the other ship is for power. It's going to be terrifying. You're going to be like, oh, you've got minutes left. Well, probably hours, but you know. Okay, so probably somewhere around about here. Okay, so we want... Yeah, definitely that one.
Energy low.
Seems like this might have been actually a really good choice to do. Just get a quick recharge from our seat, get some idea of how much power we've got. 2 days, okay. Just need to wait for our power to recharge. Okay, what next? Gyro. It's going to be the gyro. Yeah, we need to move the gyro across. We nearly lost so many parts there because I wasn't paying attention. Right, where do we want to... Gyro's going to go there, isn't it? Okay, one gyro. Okay, that's all the parts. Okay. More parts and... Okay, groovy. Okay, so that's that done. Yep, we got gyros, refiner. Yeah, so slowly getting the components we need for this ship across. I think it's time we set it up. We started thinking about setting up thrusters and stuff. Okay, so down thrust, where are we going to stick those? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to have one go in there. And one in there. That'll be our downward thrust. This ship will make complete sense once it's finished. You'll be like, oh, I see what you did there. It might be a little bit more roomy than you'd anticipate, but you know, you make things a little bit more roomy than they need to be, and it's kind of a little bit of, it's a tiny amount of future proofing. It's not great. Okay, thrusters. We only have one gyro, but then screw it. All blocks. Yeah, thrusters, and there we go. Small ions. So, no, not two. We only want one. Okay. Don't actually need to do that yet. We are going to need some steel plates so that I can just finish off rounding out the general form. Just so that you guys get some idea of what I'm doing. And okay, so yeah, we are literally just going to be using entirely light armor blocks for this. Okay, so one there, one there. Yeah, it's even bigger than you first thought. Okay, and oh, yeah, it's that one, isn't it? Okay, yep. Yeah, so you can make a ship out of purely components, with no armouring at all. In fact, if you want a ship that's a heck of a lot cheaper than mine to build, or a heck of a lot cheaper than this to build, that might be a good idea. Like, don't armour it, just, you know, build it from the components and snap thrusters on it, and you're pretty good. I'm gonna have to. I can't move my ship. I'm gonna have to like start shaving it for bits. Yeah, I'm not gonna get that in there. Okay. Okay, and that one. Cool. That should give us enough room. Yep, groovy. I really need to stop saying that because I know that's annoying the hell out of some people. Why do you use such an old and lame word? My grandparents used that word. I'm as old as your grandparents, or at least I was probably born in the same decade they were. Yeah, seriously, I was born in the 70s, so like... Yeah, you're getting a fair idea of kind of how the outside is going to look now. I really should move that command chair forward a little bit, but yeah, that's something I can do a bit later. Yeah, I'm going to want it way more forward than that because I'm going to want forward thrusters there. Actually, I should probably actually finish that in a minute. So we're going to want one of those there, one of those there, one there. Yeah, we are going to need a proper refinery and a proper assembler if we're going to be building jump drives for this thing, but that's a problem we could probably tackle a little bit later on once we've actually got this thing looking something like an actual ship. Do we want to? Yeah, it's going to have to be. There is no way we're getting a refinery in this back end if it isn't of a size that can actually handle it. Oh, I hate it when I do that. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I think you're getting some idea of exactly how this thing's going to look. It's not going to be the prettiest ship in the world, but it's not going to be the most hideous either. Functional designs, you know. We're not necessarily going for aesthetics. Function is far more important. Yeah, my advice when building a ship is actually to build it in station mode. Because you'll avoid a heck of a lot of issues with like knocking the thing and suddenly it's moving at like 0.1 meters a second or something like that, and it just becomes arduous and worrying. So don't do that. You can avoid all of that by like slapping your power block in first, like I did. Converting the thing into a station. Damn it. Just sort of giving you a general idea of the outline of this thing so that you've got a fair idea of what's going on. Like I said, not pretty but functional. Not pretty but functional, you know. Cool. See, we've still got a day of power, so we're okay. And keep in mind, we're going to put solar panels on this thing as well. Going to finish off the thruster placement in a minute. We don't necessarily. All of this is spot welded, so we don't even need to. We don't even need to fully weld it and complete all of the blocks. Just as long as the major blocks inside are completed, and then we can complete the rest of the outer shell, the armor plating, as and when we have the resources to actually do so. Now we just need to refill our O2, obviously. There we go, perfect. Ooh, I see where we went wrong. Okay, and 5. That one, that one. Yep. So I said, whilst aesthetics aren't super important, you know, form and function, you know, take priority. It's still nice if it doesn't look absolutely freaking hideous. And we're going to be flying around in this probably for a little while, so there, yep. Okay, forward thrust. See that handles our momentum. But we're going to go 2 on the rear instead of 3. 2 forward and 2 back. That way. Oh, you're going to do that, aren't you? Okay. I hope we got all of that. It would be a real shame if we actually just sort of destroyed something and couldn't get it into our inventory. Okay. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Installing thrusters. There's another one there. And strafe thrusters. Not super important. We do still kind of need them. One either side because, yeah, we've only got one either side on that ship. If we can save a thruster, that'll give us some extra components. We're only looking to save like 1 though. Possibly. Okay. So that's down. We only need the up thrust now. Ooh, we're not going to save a thruster at all, are we? Okay, yeah, because we're just balancing out our thrust potential at this point. Okay, so where is our down thruster? It's right there. Okay, if we can balance out the thrust so that they're sort of able to counter each other pretty easily, just because of their locations. I don't know if that actually has an effect on how efficient the ship stops or whatever, but yeah, we'll do our best. Okay, put that over there, like so. We are going to want some full armor blocks. Separate the front and the rear, even if they aren't actually going to be separated internally. It just makes it look like we actually thought about what we were doing before we did it. We didn't, but you know, this is kind of what we're going to end up with. You get the general shape. It's kind of like I said, it's not going to be a pretty ship, but functionality is far more important. And obviously, with all of this internal space that we're going to have, we're going to be we're not going to be having to cut bits out to get things like a better refinery and a better assembler in. We're going to have to shuffle some stuff around to get a jump drive in here. We may even have to depressurize the thing and drop a jump drive in the top and then sort of turtle back it a little bit. But I think you're getting the general idea of how this thing's going to appear. Now we can fill out this bit. And we can fill out this bit. Not all the way though, we want to leave a gap. Because like I said, we can run a conveyor or something along this way. And then we can have a connector here, and then we can attach a drone to the back end. It's far enough away from the thrusters that we're not going to have any problems doing that. Doesn't even have to be a big drone, and it's something that we can work on a bit later. But we're going to need a drone if we're going to be mining up a load of resources to build jump drives and stuff like that. Because mining that stuff by hand, that's going to be a pain in the backside. Okay. We want a window. We definitely do want a window. Only one. We don't need more than one. Can we even build windows? That's going to be annoying if we can't. Let's check our progression. No. No, it's not that stuff either. Not that stuff. We've got to build an interior block. Okay. That's cool. We've got a couple of spaces here where we can build an interior block. Or interior, sort of 1, 2, 3, 4. Did we get that upside down? Yeah, we did. Ah, oh, screw it. Okay, interior plates, construction components, that's probably what it's going to be for these boxes, isn't it? Let's grab ourselves some more construction components and some more interior plates, just in case. Okay, so we want... because we can have a door here. Maybe. Or a door here. And no door inside. No reason to have a door inside, actually. Just need a door leading to the outside. Yeah, we are going to want to move our command seat forward because we're also going to want to put a... we're probably going to want a airlock on this ship. That could actually be handy. Anyway. Ooh. Nice. It doesn't take very much to build this stuff, so... right, we'll have one there and one there. Just because. Sweet. Okay, now we can grab the glass and the girders, and that'll enable us to build a window. You want at least one window looking out. I mean, you kind of need to be able to see where you're going. Even if the view is terrible, it's still, you know, a thing. Okay, and yep, we'll do that. Flat. Okay. No. Sloped, inverted. Ooh, look at that, that's correct. I might as well weld that up and get that finished right away, actually. Okay, yeah. See, See what we did there? See how dark it is trying to look in? But not dark. Yeah, the tint is on the correct side. And we've not used up too much space. Handy for us. Do need to do a quick recharge though. We'll start moving the engines over in a second. Although I should probably cut that here because we are running into a really long episode again. And obviously sticking the thrusters on is going to take like we can get another episode of shipbuilding out of this, so we might as well do that. Yeah, so I'm going to cut it here. Have fun, play safe, and I'll catch you next time for some more Space Engineers where we're actually doing something useful and building a ship. Later, dudes.